Hello and welcome back to the channel where I provide regular cricket content on interesting topics. Today's video is the first of a two-part series where I run down who I believe to be the best entertainers in Test match history. I want to firstly say thank you to all those who have made suggestions in the comments for my captain's video. There were some great ideas there. I also want to just quickly say thanks to all those who have been supporting the channel also. I started this as just a bit of fun but soon realized how much I like chatting with like-minded cricket fans. It is great to hear cricketing perspectives from fans from all test-playing nations. I even like hearing from the Aussies. Who would have thought that? Anyway, on to the entertainers. I firstly had to get my head around what I meant by entertainers, as what one person finds entertaining in cricket, another may not. My threshold as an example is when a particular bowler is bowling and you keep giving yourself one more over because you can't take your eyes off the screen. Or likewise when a wicket falls and an entertaining batsman is walking to the crease, you put off a chore or leaving your home because you can't miss what may happen. So therefore these cricketers are not necessarily the best of all time, but just those who I think make you pause your lives to watch them perform their artistry. Here goes then. Number 10, Brendan McCullum. Brash, brutal and brilliant to watch, Brendan McCullum could brutalise bowling attacks like few others in international cricket. A wicket-keeper batter, McCullum was used throughout the New Zealand batting order, but whenever he arrived at the crease it was impossible to look away. He was a true 360-degree player, and while his talents were well suited to the shorter formats, he was fabulous to watch in tests too. McCullum went out of test cricket in spectacular fashion, striking the fastest century in the format's history in his final match. He also until recently held the record for the most sixes in test history. All in all, there is no denying the current England coach was thrilling to watch, and he is a worthy number 10. Number 9, Kevin Peterson. Kevin Peterson divides opinion over here in England. Some people adore him, thinking he was the biggest talent to grace our shores in decades, whilst others think he was a walking ego and a disruptive force in the dressing room. I think both opinions can be simultaneously correct in that yes, he was flawed, but by God could he play cricket. His flamboyant stroke play was at the heart of many of England's finest performances ever. He also held a brazen belief in his own ability, displayed moments of outrageous unorthodoxy and proved himself capable of taking on the very best in their own backyard. KP to me is the definition of box office. I can quite literally remember putting off leaving the house when he was batting. Peterson was a flawed enigma but remains one of the most entertaining cricketers to lace up their boots, and he is a worthy number 9 in this list. Number 8, Shoaib Akhtar. Onto a bowler now, and what a place to start. There wasn't a more thrilling sight in the world than Akhtar, hurtling an often impossibly long run and beating the world's best batsman for pace. Rahul Dravid and Sachin Tendulkar were clean bowled off successive deliveries at Eden Gardens, and they weren't alone in that. Very rarely did batsmen look comfortable against him, even when set. It wasn't just the pace which Shoaib brought to the party, it was the theatre as well. It was the sprint of a run-up, chest puffed out, huge grunts through his delivery stride, and the glares at batsmen after the ball had thudded into the keeper's gloves. Shoaib was the fastest bowler in the world, and boy did he know it. His career may not have hit the heights of some of the other great Pakistani bowlers, but he was still a match winner on many occasions. All I can say for his career is that there hasn't been a fast bowler who excited quite as much as Akhtar did since he retired. That for me is good enough to place him at number 8 in this list. Number 7, Rishabh Pant. The only current player in my top 10, Pant is by my book the most exciting player in Test cricket right now. Yes, the Jeffrey Boycotts of the world may criticize him when he is out playing reckless shots, but who doesn't find it exciting to see a batsman charge quick bowlers in his first moments in the crease? It is almost as if Pant isn't fazed by the gravity of major series cricket at the highest levels of the game. He plays with the freedom of a group of friends playing in a park, without the fear of failure which usually impacts even the best players. He for me is an example of one of the players who you would stay in to watch when he was walking to the crease. He may be out cheaply, or he might blitz the most stunning 100 you have ever seen. It is a mark of Pant's no fear, pedal-down batting that in his first 4 years in the game, he has captivated world cricket, and I believe he is a worthy number 7. Number 6, Adam Gilchrist. The Australian team of the late 90s and early 2000s may have been littered with superstars, but to me, Adam Gilchrist was the heart of the side and the most exhilarating cricketer of his age. At times as a POM, it almost felt unfair when Gilchrist walked out to bat at number 7. Our English bowlers had usually toiled away for hours to finally get them 5 down, before this machine gun of a batsman strolled to the crease. That said, it was impossible to not like Gilly. From him walking having been given not out in a World Cup semi-final, to his swashbuckling style of batting, he was a worthy fan favourite. He could dominate any bowling attack in the world with power hitting and scored at a strike rate of 81 in tests. It wasn't just his stats, however, that made him box office, it was how he scored his runs. He was positive from the off and would absolutely lean into anything short of a length, meaning it usually clattered into the fence seconds later. He turned games in sessions and turned the Australians from a great side into possibly the best ever. For me, Gilly is a worthy number 6. So that is us halfway through this list, and what a group of players so far. Just researching this bunch left me with some fond memories of watching them in their prime. What a great game this is that we love, where a brutal fast bowler could be equally exciting as a wicket-keeper batsman in full flow. Like other videos, I will give a shout out to anyone who can name all of my top 5 in the comments. A lot of you have similar opinions to me about what you like to see, but once more I promise you it is hard to leave some of the players out. I could have easily made this a list of 15 or 20. Thank you for watching everyone.